hot topic of the hour. Cheryl, thank you so much. President Trump unveiling his affordability push for Americans during a speech yesterday at the McDonald's Impact Summit in Washington. Watch this.
This is also the golden age of America because we are doing better than we've ever done as a country. Prices are coming down and all of that stuff. Nobody has done what we've done in terms of pricing. We took over a mess. We had the highest, think of it, the highest inflation in the history of our country. They say 48 years it was the history of our country. And now we have normal inflation. We're going to get it a little bit lower, frankly, but we have normal. We've normalized it. We pledge to every family and every small businesses that I will not rest until you are richer, stronger, more successful, happier, till you've gotten a piece of the American dream.
The president speaking to a crowd of McDonald's owners, operators, and suppliers, joking that he was the first former McDonald's fry cook to become president of the United States. He's referring to that iconic campaign stop where he worked the drive-thru of Mickey D's. Back in the Oval Office, meanwhile, the president giving an update on when Americans will get that $2,000 tariff dividend check. Watch this.
We're going to be issuing dividends later on, somewhere prior to, probably in the middle of next year, a little bit later than that, of thousands of dollars for individuals of moderate income, middle income. We're going to pay down debt. We have a lot of money from tariffs. If we didn't have tariffs, this nation would be in serious trouble. And we've taken in tremendous amounts of money. And you know what's more important than that? We've protected our businesses from being raided like we did with the chip business. Now we're bringing them all back.
Well, the president makes a really good point about tariffs. Back in April of this year, there was so much hysteria over tariffs. Now, people are worried that the tariffs are going to go away because there's hundreds of billions of revenue that the president has been using. Your reaction?
Yeah, look, I think this is great. I think it's important, and it's what you mentioned, right? People were actually told to fear President Trump's tariff policy. Those that didn't understand what was coming were terrified because people in the fake news wanted them to know Donald Trump was wrong and this was going to hurt them and hurt our country. And the reality is the opposite. And now the American people will see that, they will feel that, and they will know again that the media continues to lie to them if it means hurting Donald Trump, no matter what it does for the American public.
Yeah, it's incredible to me that, the country is now focused on affordability here, and the president is using affordability buzzwords. This was his priority from day one. I mean, he walked into the Oval Office and he wanted to have a priority of growth, and that meant reining in inflation.
It takes time, and to his credit, I mean, he's doing all the right things. The problem is he inherited a mess at the end of the day. And the reality is this will take a little bit more time. I think, where he's focused right now, the president in general is on the lower end. How do we decrease or try and decrease these prices? But the reality is he's on the energy front. He's done fantastic. And he's doing all the right things.
Well, I spoke to Scott Bessent on Sunday, and the Treasury Secretary made a point of saying that the president needs congressional approval for these $2,000 checks. So I'm just wondering if we're actually going to go through another fight over this, Elizabeth.
More than likely, considering midterms are coming up, and Democrats, as we know, with this shutdown just proved it's not about the American public, it's not about their constituents, it's not about who put them in these positions of power that they're in. It's about trying to beat Donald Trump, which is all that it's been about since 2015 when he first announced. So we could hope that they listen to the people of their own districts who tell them, please, we need these checks. We want the government to stay open. We want the country to excel no matter who's in the Oval Office. But you never know with them because they have a midterm fight ahead, and it's all that they think about.
Yeah, and the truth is there could be another fight come January 30th.
Yeah, of course.
That's when the current funding bill runs out. So.
But giving more money away is not necessarily, I think, the answer here. It's good policy over time.
Absolutely.